Up next, it's a Week 1 AFC East showdown. Two teams that have split the season series each of the previous 4 years. It's the Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots, and it's headed your way on Madden NFL Football.
On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Hello again, everyone. So happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our 6th season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first. Down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic. And in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their 1st drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A quick throw, but...
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Off the option, here's Gaskin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off-play action. Jones. Looking deep downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown. Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft, but he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
22 yards there, a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Deshaun Jackson, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, there you go, Charles, his 1st touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now following the incomplete. We'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On second down, this is Harris. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Granted, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 39, Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On the give. This is Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. First and 2 and now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Newton. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Jones on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it complete to Harris. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
We got three.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Chuba Hubbard, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Deshaun Watson with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Gaskin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Gaskin. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now they try the right side here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deshaun Jackson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On for the extra point is Folk. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 5.
Let's go.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the option, here's Newton. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Play action, it's Newton. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. He's got Smith here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jones. Quick completion to Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And Folks' kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.